It's time for our community spotlight, and today with me is Dave Vazesko with the United Way of Logan County. Hello, Dave.
Hey, Angie, how are you today?
Good. We're changing things up for the new year, and normally you bring a guest, but you said you have a lot to talk about. Let's find out what's going on.
All right, you want the breaking news?
I want the breaking news. Can we be the first to hear it?
Yeah. We have achieved our goal here for the 2020 United Way campaign, which is an amazing accomplishment for all of Logan County. For the third year in a row,
Wow.
Logan County has blessed United Way with $1 million campaign. So
Woo!
Logan County is the smallest community in the state to have $1 million United Way campaign. Logan County's done it 3 years in a row, and in the pandemic year with all
Wow.
the challenges that 2020 brought upon us. So what a feel-good story to end the year and ring in the new year, huh?
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. So tell me, I mean, I'm just kind of curious, was it a big gift at the end that finished it off, or was it a lot of little gifts? And how does it end?
Yeah, it was a lot of big gifts.
Even better.
Around Thanksgiving, we were still projecting, even budgeting for 2021, as if we were going to raise about $925,000 with $1 million goal, of course. And in the month of December, we had 40 plus gifts of $1,000 or more.
Wow.
And a lot of those were much more than 1,000. And I'll tell you what, that was unexpected. It was an anonymous donor from Russellvania who made an online gift on December 30th, right around 2:00 in the afternoon, that pushed us over the top.
Were you surprised by that? It sounds like you were.
We knew as we were getting closer, like, boy, this might really happen,
No, I mean, surprise gift.
There were surprise gifts. Yes, there were. and folks who could give this year understood, recognized the need that's there in the community, and they certainly gave generously. And I mean, you think about all of the COVID ramifications for this year that exemplified need. I'm going back to April, when at one point we had the highest unemployment in Ohio at 31% in Logan County. Of course, that's gone back down. But people getting sick here and there, a lot of individual families that have needs right now because of income dropping as they have to quarantine and things along those lines. We're seeing a lot of that short-term need for help these days. But the other thing that's interesting is that, like I said, the people who could give saw that there was a need and did so generously. Incredible campaign cabinet of volunteers that we had this year. Katie Rickner, Darren Halbert, the husband-wife tandem from Lakeview that certainly served so well all year long as campaign chairs, helped with so many good and creative ideas, because we had to really change up the way we fundraise this year. For United Way, we often go into workplaces, do the spiel in front of big groups of employees. Folks sign up to give via payroll deduction. I can count on one hand the number of times we actually were able to do that this year, because the lack of group gatherings and things along those lines. And we had over $70,000 this year, Angie, in our residential mailing campaign. So a lot of online giving this year. A lot of people giving in that manner, even through the workplace with the online pledging that we had for payroll deduction. So even though we didn't have those in-person opportunities, remember we did the drive-through kickoff. You guys were a part of that back in August when we kicked off the campaign with our Community Care Day event. So a lot of creativity went into this year, and of course, being a person of faith, God provides, right?
Yeah,
He always does.
I'm blown away.
He lets us know.
Oh yeah, I'm blown away with how generous people are, even when we're all feeling, we were feeling 2020, but yet people stepped up.
They certainly did. We had 12 workplaces that achieved record level giving this year. And you're talking about, places like school districts. 4 of the school districts in the county, West Liberty, Riverside, Indian Lake, and Benjamin Logan, had record level giving this year. You had record level giving at workplaces that didn't stop through the pandemic, they were always going. I'm thinking of Marker Construction, Humble Construction, Precision Custom Products. Those are workplaces that never did shut down. And, from a corporate mindset, from the employees, they said, we've got a responsibility to help carry our brothers and sisters here, our neighbors who had to shut down, who lost income during this year, and that was incredible to think. And NetGain, another small business that had an incredible campaign, over $23,000 came in at the end of the year, about 10,000 higher than a year ago. I mean, these are
Wow.
the things that we saw, and some of the long-term traditional big corporate donors, they had good, strong campaigns, but they were down a little bit this year, picked up by others, like I said, who were able to give, like I said, those who could dug deep and responded to the need. It says so much about our community, and it says so much about the trust that people have for our organization.
You
So
know,
we're
I have to
grateful and blessed.
say, you and I, we both have this United Way background, and maybe people don't realize that a community our size, making $1 million, like you said, is a really big deal nationally. Like this helps them to take notice, right?
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
something really to be proud of.
We have been put on a map, so to speak. And one of the things that's incredible is you think about, that they have, there's over 1,300 local United Ways across the United States. And when you think of United Ways of our communities of our size, um, we're the, I guess, the 14th best or most proficient United Way is some of the metrics that United Way Worldwide uses. So it's definitely put Bell Fountain and Logan County on a map, from the United Way national office in Alexandria that takes a look at this. Mind you, all the money that's raised here stays here and works for the health, the education, and financial stability of every person in Logan County. In 2021, we're going to have 51 programs of 32 funded agencies to provide help in areas like basic needs. So I'm thinking your traditional old school, food, clothing, shelter. So think our daily bread, think Meals on Wheels, think the Second Harvest Food Bank and their mobile pantry that comes up twice a week to Logan County. I'm thinking about things like warm clothes for kids, the homeless shelters, both Logan County Homeless Shelter and Caring Kitchen in Urbana, which serves as our overflow, and the domestic violence shelter, Soteria House. I'm thinking about health type programs, hospice through Green Hills Community, the Mary Rutan Medication Assistance Program. We've got the Logan County Cancer Society, Recovery Zone, which provides help for people recovering from addictions and mental health issues. You think about programs that provide opportunity for children like Discovery Riders or Union Station, or the neighborhood outreach centers in Lakeview, Russell's Point, and Bell Fountain, or the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. So opportunities for kids that might not otherwise have those. And it just continues to spread out to all sorts of different areas of our community. Three new programs that we're really excited about, Angie, if I may. One is rent and utility assistance program that we are now going to operate here in-house at United Way. Rent and utilities needs are the number one reason why people call 211 in Logan County, the number one reason why people call our office. For years, we funded an assistance program through Helping Hands of the Second Harvest Food Bank. We're bringing that program in-house to create greater efficiencies, both for Second Harvest Food Bank and for United Way. So a mutually beneficial arrangement there. And with our resource coordinator, Ashley Spence, who is a licensed social worker and a Dave Ramsey certified financial coach, helping to head that up, provide more than a handout for people in the situation, but a hand up,
Yeah,
help
yeah.
them figure out how to get out of the hole and not just put a band-aid on a situation. And then this is unique. We talked about Meals on Wheels, but Life Care Alliance has a program called Senior Pet Care. And basically, the way this works is for their Meals on Wheels clients who are shut-ins that are getting the meals for themselves. Now you can get help for your companion pet, your companion animal that is so often a source of consolation and love in a single household like that. So help for their food, the pet care food or supplies, or even some veterinary care to help make life more bearable for someone who's living alone. That's a unique
Wow.
program. And then
Yeah.
Gifts with Grace, which is a program that Nita Wilkinson started here just about a year and a half ago in Logan County, a program that is a mentoring program for women who are working through trauma or working through poverty, working through recovery issues, or even working through the court system. And a one-on-one mentoring program for women, Gifts with Grace, a new program we are going to be supporting in 2021. More will
Nice.
follow as the Community Impact Fund funds the grant money that's available through the course of the year will get spent down, and we'll have more announcements through the year as those come about. But so much good news to ring in the new year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to encourage people. I'm sure they have questions. So they can call
Mhm.
you, or if they know they need assistance in a certain area, 211 is the way to go.
That's the easiest thing. I mean, our website is uwlogan.org, uwlogan.org. But even more so, as you said, 211 is the 24/7, 365 information and referral hotline, whether it's a United Way program or not. Maybe it's a church based program. Maybe it's a government based program. Maybe it's a program of an agency that United Way does not support or is not in partnership with. It doesn't matter. They know everything about all the services that are available in Logan County, and someone's always on the other end of the line to talk with you about any human service need that you may have. So it could be 2 in the morning on Saturday, and you're watching this video right now. You can call 211, and they will be there at the other end of the line to talk you through your human service needs.
Yeah, and I think that's very important to know that there's somebody you can reach out to when you don't know where to go.
That's right. And
Yeah.
now you always know where to go. Start there, and then they'll direct you to the places that will provide the best help for
All right. And so all the things that you talked about all on your website.
you.
And
uwlogan.org.
and then so if they need any kind of assistance or recommendation, should they, now you said the in-house was the rental assistance was in-house, but do they still call 211 or do they call you
They
directly?
can call us directly, but the thing about it is, oh my gosh, there's about a half dozen, maybe more, organizations in the community that are providing rent and utility assistance. We're one of them, but some of those pockets of funding are specific. So if you're a military veteran, you would go over here to Veteran Services
Gotcha.
before you would come to us. But we would point you in that direction. If you live in the Indian Lake area, there's some programming up there that, depending on where you live, maybe, but if you lived elsewhere in the community, you wouldn't qualify for. If you are in a situation where you have children and are working, now JFS would be a situation where that would be a first point of entry. If it's been a COVID related situation, there's another organization that's had CARES Act money that could provide some potential assistance. So you see what I'm saying? It gets
So that's
very
why
confusing very
211 is
quickly.
better.
But 211's good, or us, we could, do the intake and again,
Move
help
around.
you navigate this so you don't have to figure it out by yourself,
Yeah.
and get you squared away.
Well, Dave, it's been wonderful to hear all this good news as we start 2021.
Yep, put a nice bow on 2020 and the 2020 campaign, a good feel good story to end the year, and unwrap the new year, and hopefully better things to come in
Well,
2021.
congratulations on that big, yeah, third year in a row. That's fantastic. I can't wait to have the celebration.
Yeah, well, the unfortunate thing is, usually that happens here in January, and just given the situation, we're not going to plan a banquet or a breakfast at this point to do the campaign awards. We'll have to do corporate recognition in an alternate manner, and we're making plans for that to have that done soon. And you'll be having more announcements as we come forward.
All right. Well, we'll catch up with you again next month. And so give them your website and phone number one more time.
uwlogan.org, uwlogan.org, and I'm going to give you just 211 because it's so easy. Call 211 for any help or assistance in Logan County.
All right, Dave, thanks so much for giving me your time today and for this community spotlight. Congratulations again on the big give
Yeah.
ending.
Thanks for shining the light on us.
We'll see ya.